All right, we can just get right into it. BFFs episode we missed last week, Josh. This is episode 3? 4? 4. Alex Cooper, special guest, one of the hardest guests I've ever had to get on a podcast, even though she works for me. They asked me this, like, can we get Alex? Can we get Alex? And I was like, I don't know. I'll try. Gaz, Paul, who works for me today, he came in. He's like, I heard you have a huge guest today. So welcome, Alex. You're in London, right?
David, I am in London, and it's 10:30 here, so I'm truly I'm not even sleepy. There's a man in the other room waiting for me, so we're going to make this fast.
What does that mean?
I'm quarantining with a guy. I'm in London with a guy right now, and I was like, hey, I just have to quickly go do a podcast. So he's literally taking a shower right now, and I'm coming on BFFs to hang out with my BFFs. And we're getting lit. It's 10:30 here.
Is that your boyfriend? What do you mean you have a guy in the other room?
Yeah, I'm in London with a man.
But is it like a boyfriend thing?
Do I ever have a boyfriend? It's a man that I'm seeing.
Yeah, that counts as a boyfriend. Dave, I didn't know that.
Dave, all I'm saying is I get absolutely shit on every week because I hang out with Nessa, and it can't just be like us being friends, you know? I have to say if she's my girlfriend or not. And Alex over here just gets away with seeing a guy in London, no big deal.
Well, I think I'm open about seeing multiple people. I'm always open about that. I tell the men that I'm seeing, like, I'm dating multiple people. I think that's what dating is. No?
No, I agree. I just mean Dave gives me shit.
Okay, well, Dave, lay off.
Personal thing.
She just said it very clearly. Are you doing the same thing? Well, that's a good segue. So basically, you were on Halloween taking cutesy pictures with Nessa 10 seconds after. So before we even go, how familiar, Alex, are you with Josh, if at all? I'm like, we got these big TikTok guys. You seem to be like, TikTok, what's that? Like, how familiar are you with him,
so,
if at all?
I don't know who sent me the rundown for this episode, and I'm fucking scrolling through, like, what we're going to talk about. I'm like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. And then I just see, like, the questions for Alex. I'm like, okay, I feel comfy here. I know about TikTok, obviously. I know, like, the big names, but I don't know the drama, if that makes sense.
Okay, so Josh is a big name. He's like, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if he wasn't a big name.
I know.
The Sway House is big. The girls they're hooking up with are all big. So it's a big universe. I actually think it's more your universe, to be honest, than my universe.
Yeah, no. I think, listen, TikTok, it's so crazy because I should be more active on TikTok. I remember I posted a TikTok and I looked at Social Blade and I got 13,000 new followers in one day from posting. And then I never posted again, obviously. But it's a crazy world that you guys live in. I just don't think that I've, like, leaned fully into it because I'm just super into the podcast right now. Like, I just don't.
So, as, I guess, pseudo your boss, since you do whatever you want for the most part, I think that's crazy. And I also think that's unlike you because since I'd started doing this thing with Josh, I don't know how many people followed me on TikTok.
No, you're getting over 1 million now.
Yeah, I everything I post is over 1 million. I have over 1 million followers. Everything. It grows like nuts. I've jumped in the TikTok world, and you can grow so much faster than
any
Instagram,
other platform.
I can't get 100 people because I'm blacklisted. All TikTok, like this, you'll probably get you should be bigger than me on TikTok, Alex.
Right. I don't know why you're not on it.
I know. Listen, guys, that's why I'm coming on the show today. I have a huge announcement.
Is the announcement that you're going to be getting on TikTok?
No, Dave. The reason I'm moving to LA is because I am quitting Call Her Daddy and I'm going to become a dancing TikTok star.
You're joining, like, the Hype House.
I'm joining the fucking Hype House. No, I'm just joking.
Jesus.
No, listen, I think that the thing is like, I am very self-aware. I cannot dance. I'm not going to try. So I think that it's better for me to lean into what I'm good at, which is talking. But I do think I've seen on TikTok, obviously, people do bits of, like, talking and shit. So maybe I should lean into that.
Or even stuff like, I'm not dancing. It's just Josh and I do this podcast. So we cut it up, put the clips out. Like, this will go viral because you're in it. Well, I'm below you guys in, like, that world. But this will go viral.
Okay, we love that. Okay, so I'll officially start posting more.
Yeah, I think you should. So back, though, to you, Josh. You almost slid out of that. So Alex just said she's hooking up with a bunch of different people, dating. She's got somebody quarantined at her house in London. It's not the dude. Wait a minute. It's not the guy you did the podcast with, is it?
No, dude, it's so
Harry?
funny. No.
Yeah, she just did a podcast with him.
No.
Is it actually? Because then she probably is joining the Hype House. Harry's at the Hype House all the time. This is just adding up, Dave.
No.
This is making more and more sense.
No. He is, I don't know where, he's in Mexico right now. I'm in London. He's also from Australia, Dave, you fucking idiot. He's not fucking British, you asshole. I'm in London with a...
That guy, Harry, is British?
He's Australian.
No,
I
he's
thought
Australian.
he's British. He sounds like a British accent. By the way, I don't see why girls like him. I mean, he's an all right dude. I don't get the hype. I told you, I don't get the hype on him at all.
Well, it's actually funny because the episode that I just released, I leaned into a lot of comments prior to people hearing it. Were like, this guy's a fucking clout chaser. He's a fucking loser. He hangs out with TikTokers to suck their fucking dicks. And then, is this a PG-13 podcast?
No.
No,
okay.
say whatever the fuck you want.
And then I had him on, and I do think that we just talked like I talk on my podcast, and a lot of girls afterwards were like, fuck, I hated him prior to hearing your show, but now I actually like Harry, and I am sending Harry nudes. I'm like, wow. Harry's like, I am getting nudes by the second from the daddy gang. I'm like, whoa.
But it sounded like he already had that. By the way, the daddy gang who likes me can't like him. We're two totally different people.
No, that's not true, Dave. You're like in the
You
upper...
think I'm like him?
No, because listen,
Wow.
you're an older, rich-ass dude that can be like sugar daddy. He's younger, living in the TikTok world, and if he's younger and talking about having sex with girls the way he is, girls are like, oh my God, he knows what a G-spot and a clit is, and a lot of guys his age don't know. So naturally, girls are like, oh shit, he fucks.
Isn't he like 25? Shouldn't he probably know what those
We
are?
would hope, but sadly, the truth is, Josh, a lot of 25-year-olds don't know where the clit is. They think they do, and then they're like rubbing your belly button, and you're like, so that's not my clit. So,
Right.
You know,
Okay.
and
Listen,
he also,
I'm not gonna throw stones when.
but he
shit's
landed.
Shit's dark. You know? It's
No.
like, it's just. lumber on there.
Dave's
So
like,
I
I've
fucking
been
know.
there,
Got a
licking the
good
belly
point.
button. But Dave, the point is also that he landed one of the hottest girls on the show. So I think naturally, when you see a guy with a hot girl, you're like, well, what does he have? He obviously has good dick game. Like, why is that girl fucking with him? So the allure was there of Harry.
And
But
then I saw the
absolutely, his
story-
entire career was on the decline. I told him, I'm like, you're irrelevant. Like, I'm helping you. I'm pulling you out from the fucking grave.
But I have heard girls randomly recently. I hear that name Harry. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? So there's something going on. I
Harry.
didn't watch the show. Did you know? Do you know who he is, Josh?
Like, I know who he is because he hangs out at the Hype House all the time. That's the only reason I knew who he was. And then I figured out he did the Bachelor or something.
Yeah, he
No,
did
no.
Netflix Bachelor.
No,
It was something like that.
No, it was the first Netflix like reality love show. And
So like Love Island ripoff.
Yeah. And he got super famous because he broke all of the rules. And basically the
Right.
entire island loses money if anyone sexually interacts with their partner. And he just kept
But was he
finger
just fucking-
blasting. Yeah, he was fucking everyone.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah, I remember seeing videos on that on TikTok, and then I saw him like at the Hype House, and then that was really it.
That's what everybody does. That's what I'm learning very quickly that Alex hasn't got it. Everybody who's been on a reality show, everybody who's got some sort of fame is latching on to Sway House, Hype House, whoever. That's like, when I walked in, do you know like Tyler Cameron, like the guy from The Bachelor? Like the really good looking guy.
Oh,
When I
yeah.
walked into their house, he was just hanging out. It's like, what is everyone
Yeah.
doing at these houses? Okay, gonna take a quick break. First of all, I'll give a shout out. First advertiser, so go support them, of BFFs. No Days Wasted is here to help you maximize life's moments. They're your new BFF. They've just launched Hydration Replenisher, an electrolyte drink mix with immune support. Delicious watermelon lemonade mix to help you rehydrate, but also help support your immune system. Vitamin C, D, and zinc. Huge immunity guy. Need immunity. Always need immunity help. They use electrolytes from natural pink Himalayan salt. Replace your sports drinks with their low sugar, tasty drink mix. Hydration anytime, morning, evening, exercise, or travel. As the days get shorter and colder, make sure you're thinking about your immune system. Hydration Replenisher is here to help. Did you know vitamin C, D, and zinc are the most important ingredients to help promote a healthy immune system? 75% of Americans are vitamin D deficient. Just pour it into water, mix, and drink. No Days Wasted offers a risk-free purchase, so if you don't love it, they'll refund you on your first 15-pack box. We got you 20% off your order and free shipping in the U.S. Just head over to nodayswasted.co/BFF and use promo code BFF at checkout. That's nodayswasted.co/BFF. Stay productive, no days off. Now head back to the show. I'm not going to let you get off the hook with Alex said, all right, she's hooking up with a bunch of different people. This guy, you and Nessa, 2 seconds after I asked if you were dating, you are posting with her on Halloween like your boyfriend, girlfriend. So if you're going to say, fine, you're obviously hooking up. I don't know why you guys don't answer the question. Same thing with Bryce. They're making out 3 seconds later. What's the point of this fucking show if you guys aren't going to give me straight answers?
I mean, it's giving us podcast content, so there's.
You're definitely hooking up, but you don't have a label, and that's okay. We love that.
But they act like they have a label. They put like these lovey-dovey Halloween
well,
things.
Dave, hello, do you run Barstool Sports?
We got 2 million likes on an Instagram picture. It was a dope picture.
No, Dave, that's what I was going to say. Do you know what clickbait is? Do you know what drives views? Okay, he's obviously posting it because he knows it's going to drive fucking content and people are going to talk. Sorry, it's true.
They're fucking, and I think they're actually dating. But whatever. I'm not gonna
Dave, they're not fucking. Much. They're too young. She's 18, right?
I'm 18 too.
They're too young.
That is
hooking up in like 2nd grade now. It's gross, but like the times of when I went to school are long, long gone. All right, so we went into a little bit. I got a bunch of stuff. The other thing, and you were part of this too, Ariana Grande. Did I say her name right?
Yeah, you said her name right.
What do you give me that look for, Alex?
How the fuck do you not know how to pronounce Ariana Grande's name?
Ariana Grande.
It sounds like you're saying a Starbucks drink.
Ariana Grande trashed you, Josh.
Can I have Ariana Grande?
She came out and she's like, all the TikTok kids who went to that saddle ranch, which you tried to get me to go to, it's like these kids suck, basically. What are they doing going out on Halloween? You lied and said you weren't there, even though you were there.
Wait, I didn't even respond. Did I respond to that?
No, but Dixie D'Amello did. She's like, they're probably right. Did you know that she went after you guys?
Wow, so Dixie and Ariana went after us.
No, Dixie did not. Ariana did.
Okay, lit. Well, shout out to Dixie. I mean, I don't dude, we go to Saddle Ranch and eat at an outdoor restaurant. It's like it's allowed. What rules are we breaking?
So then
the
why
restaurant
did you lie
is running.
And say you weren't out?
I do go out. I didn't go to a party, but I might have been at Saddle Ranch.
Might have been.
Yeah.
I think Saddle Ranch is fine. I think it's when people are throwing these massive raging house parties, that's where you can give them shit. But unfortunately,
Sway never does that.
Sway never does that.
We never party. We never drink. We don't do any of those things. We like.
Wait. Camp. I know I'm out of the loop. Sway House is different than the Hype House.
I'm almost insulted you actually even said that.
Okay, well, fuck you. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to catch up. So you know the D'Amellos, Charlie and Dixie?
I love the way
he
that
means the D'Amelios. That's what he's trying to say.
Yes.
You know them, right?
Yes.
We already went though. Charlie had the hype when TikTok started. It's like, oh, Charlie has the hype. Charlie has the hype. Hype House, girls. Sway House, guys, right?
100.
Wait, and then is there another TikTok house?
I mean, after Hype and Sway, there was like a bunch of people that tried to come out with hot houses. I couldn't even tell you them all now. There's like Clubhouse.
Oh, okay. Because I heard some sketchy shit that was happening to girls.
You should go to the house. You'd fucking, I mean, I can't believe I'm the one bringing you into the TikTok world.
Well, no.
Right. Aren't you friends with Tana?
I was just going to say, for the first time, I went to Tana's house the other day to do something. And she was like, I live next to the Sway house. This is my take on it. And I'm not.
I'm getting caught up in this stupid world. Who does she date?
Tana?
Tana dates everyone.
Yeah, I think she
date Jake Paul or one of the
Yeah.
She married him. She married him.
And he is now dating Julia Rose, who on your podcast was like, your boy Harry's a lunatic because he thought we were like dating, but it's like we were just fucking like for a couple days.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's not a lunatic. When I heard like the things and read the things that she was saying to him prior to going back to Jake Paul, who full blown cheated on her.
But I thought she cheated on him too. I thought he just made a whole YouTube video about that.
We're in a different world. I'll tell you this.
Julia Rose, this is too much.
Julia Rose thought I was dumb enough where she like did an Instagram post and she just put her ass and she's like, hey, Stu Prez, come take a bite out of my ass. Like, I thought she was interested in me as opposed to just wanting to use me for a pizza review. Like, honey, I've been doing this for fucking 2 decades.
So
I know
didn't
when
take a
someone's
bite?
interested and when someone wants a little of the clout. Like, you're going to have to do way better than that. So, and then she actually, I was in LA, didn't like do anything. She's like, wait, were you in LA? I'm like, yeah, I left. She's like, oh my God. Yeah, oh my God, I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot.
So no like late night DMs with Julia Rose.
No, it was very much like, hey, let's do pizza together. Here's my ass. Like, not interested in you at all, but maybe I'll get in a pizza review, which are wildly popular. It's like, no. Like, we're A-list, or you have to be better at thinking like you're really interested in me. I'm not that dumb.
Well, I think that because Harry had said that he met her on a podcast, and he said that she was like upset that he was going on my podcast, and I asked why, and he just said like because I guess she has a podcast or something.
Yeah, she does. She started like, so since you've started Call Her Daddy, I'm sure you're well aware of this. Like, I get 10 maybe a day, maybe slow down a little. Everyone wants to be the next Call Her Daddy. Every girl who never started this type of podcast is like, oh, I could do what Call Her Daddy is. And they're endless. And it's along that vein. She has one that is supposed to be, I think, raunchy, sexy, that type of vibe.
Okay.
So she copied the podcast idea.
Everybody tries to, and there's more room. There'll be other ones, but I've seen so many of the applications that it's like if someone's watching you, Josh, on TikTok, it's like, I'm going to just be exactly like Josh. It's like, you got to be your own thing. Like, what Alex did probably won't be recreated in a similar fashion. There'll be other things, but not literally the same exact.
Well, unfortunately,
Alex, do you care when people copy you like that? Like I mean, you've been doing it for so long, so obviously you've seen so many different people try to like be the next Call Her Daddy. Does that like bug you at all, or are you just like, I know I'm gonna stay on top?
No, I think that it's amazing. I think that people should continue to try to get into the podcast space. I think I'm just extremely confident because I know, and like Dave laughs at me at times, but I know how much I put into my show in it's psychotic. My work, like my process to create Call Her Daddy is psychotic. So like, I think that girls always think, oh my God, I'm just going to start a podcast with my best friend and we're going to talk about getting fucked in our sex life. A podcast is extremely more than just getting on and talking. And I think that obviously you have like notoriety right now, but like, I would love to see if this goes past 10 episodes. I'm not going to lie. I think that it's going to be interesting to see. But, like, to keep this thing going, BFFs, it really is to have a podcast. I think it's like you have to do something wildly different other than just being like, sorry, Josh, but, like, let's see if you and Dave can do it for a little bit longer than 10 episodes.
Well, I think is a concern that we both had going into it.
Right.
I think I'm more motivated than I thought I would be episode 4, because even though there is nobody else or nothing else quite like what he and I have, because we're just so different in age, but we can talk. Now, what we're having a problem with, and we keep moving it around, his schedule's so busy, mine, is we run out of shit. It's like, all right,
I was going to say, I think what you guys are doing is so, at first everyone was like, this is so fucking stupid. I think if you guys find a way to keep the TikTok people engaged, but also be able to kind of get out of the TikTok world and also get a little bit more mainstream, you guys do have a chance. I think obviously you're both really smart people. At least I know Dave, but again, like,
you should know me enough to know I wouldn't do it with Josh if I didn't think he was smart as well.
Right.
That's true. But podcasts are fucking hard. Obviously, you guys know. It's like, oh, you guys missed a week. It's like Dave would chop my face off if I missed a fucking week. I can't miss a week.
Yeah, totally. And we're brand new, and it's different. And obviously, once the ads get in. But to give you an idea, Josh, like, I didn't even know she was in London when I was trying to schedule this. Like, people are all over the map. I have. How long have you been in London for?
I've been here for a while. I've been here for almost 2 weeks. Almost.
So is it a different guy in the hotel room every night, or is it like
no? This is his. This is like he got this
quarantine couple.
He got this for us. This is like a quarantine situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you meet this guy?
I met him in LA.
Like, how? Out, or did he slid into your DMs?
Let me think about this content wise. No, because I try to not give whatever. Fuck it. I met him. It was a business situation. more business. And then it turned
Interesting.
sexual.
Okay, interesting. That's always dangerous.
We love dangerous,
It is.
Dave.
No, it is. All right. I have a good game coming up next that we're going to do. But before I do that, and I'm just going in order, what's up with the tattoo? Are you now a tattoo guy? Is this your first tattoo, Josh?
No, this is actually second tattoo. I just I'm trying to get it in the fucking camera. Here we go. I just added onto it. It's like a flower, and then that, like the stem is letters. So it says, with power comes responsibility. And then I just added the flower last week.
So that means you're going to be fully tatted like within 5 years. If you're starting at that with that big, like you're on your way probably.
Probably. I think like in a year and a half, I'll have pretty much this whole arm tatted.
Wait, can I ask, where are you from, Josh?
Yeah, I'm from outside of Toronto, Canada.
How did you get famous?
It was TikTok. Yep.
So he did, and this is going backwards a little bit, Alex, but part of like what it was. So he started doing it in high school, kind of got made fun of a little bit, but he studied the TikTok algorithm and like figured out how to like get pushed to basically the top of TikTok, which is really smart.
Yeah.
And now part of doing this is kind of like what you're saying. It's, you know, when I asked him previously how many TikTok people you think will be around or famous in like 10 years, he's like 5 or 10. So it's trying to spread your wings. And our crowd who gives this a chance generally is surprised. They're, depending on who you are and how old you are, there's different connotations of TikTok. For my crowd, they're like, fuck TikTok. They're the worst. Like, why are you associating themselves? But when they listen, like, okay, I kind of get it. So
Well,
Right, yeah.
I do have to say, one, like, Josh is hearing that you got made fun of doing TikTok. Even going back to you asking me, like, do I get annoyed with people trying to call her daddy? I commend anyone that tries to make any content in the content space because it's not fucking easy. Everyone's trying to do it. So anyone listening, I think, should, if you are motivated, you should try to do it. But do it authentically to what you want to do and don't try to copy, because no one likes to look at someone that's copying something. But I do think that people that hate on TikTokers, I think that they're just freaked out that they're old and irrelevant. I think that you have, like,
they're
Dave,
gonna get replaced is what's gonna happen.
exactly. Dave, you're leaning into it. Like, yeah, you guys technically, no offense, some people can say, like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you talented at doing? Well, there's a platform and there's only a certain amount of people that are fucking famous off of it. So clearly there's a certain amount of people that are doing something right to get notoriety. So I don't know. I think it's like, it's what everyone's doing. So lean into it. Don't bash it.
Yeah, and I look at it as somebody, and this is part of the stuff we went through, Alex, and it's so I've been doing our shit for like 20 years. So you have people, and luckily we've been super successful, but you have people who've been grinding away, and then you have a guy, Josh, or in your case, Alex, is pretty fast too. It's like whoosh, overnight. You have this whole crop of people who are more famous, have more influence, and I seriously, now that I follow TikToks, everybody tries to latch on to what they're doing because they want that crowd. They want to stay relevant. So there's jealousy involved with anything that people become successful that quickly, for sure. And even with you, Alex, we saw it. I'd always hear it. It's like, oh, they're just, dumb girls and they became famous. They don't deserve it. It's like you don't get like the backstory of how it started, like all of it.
Right.
So a lot of it's jealousy with anything. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some TikTokers who may be like, oh, idiot, but that's not everybody.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some TikTokers out there that like they're gonna be gone in a year, living in their parents' basement again.
So Alex, we have you on, and I want to bring up the Sway house. So this is who is in this house. Josh used to live with them, just moved out, but they all pretty much hang out every day. I want you to rank the Sway house for me. So we're gonna put them on the screen. You should be able to see them all. We'll see if we do this right with technology. Okay, so I'm gonna keep notes.
Oh my God, this person's in my DMs, I think.
Shut up.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Are you serious?
That is amazing.
Are you
Griffin's
serious?
been hitting her up in the DMs already.
I think he's too young.
Wait, but
He's
are you
20,
serious?
22.
What do you mean?
Are you serious? He's in your DMs.
Yes.
What's he fucking saying?
He's just like sliding and saying hi. I haven't opened it or anything. Griffin.
Is it just a hi though, or is there like emojis?
Well,
like what's
how
the
do you
wordplay?
know it's just hi if you haven't opened it?
I've seen it.
Another good point.
I've seen it. I've seen it. Who did I tell that he was in? I think he just said yo. I would have to
Yo?
go through.
Who the
Yeah.
fuck
He
is this
said
guy?
yo to-
Yo?
That's it? What's he expecting to come out? Like,
I know, like,
God,
hello.
Griff,
Well, I
No,
know what he's
I-
expecting to come out of it, but like,
Right,
know
but
your
it's
like
like-
depths.
No,
It was a
I'm
yo?
sure he's a great guy. I just like,
he thinks he's been lifting too much, Dave. Look at that picture. Look at that one in the top corner. That's giving him the confidence to just say yo to girls. The fact that he's been hitting the gym, now he thinks he can just get away with saying yo.
Does he have a girlfriend?
No.
He was the one who dated one of the DeMeos.
Yeah, Dixie. But they broke up a while ago. Now Noah Beck's dating her.
yeah, that whole.
And this guy thinks he's just going into Alex Cooper's DMs with a yo. You really don't have it? You can't look to see if you have anything from this guy?
Well, am I being I don't want to be an asshole to be like, I wouldn't be able to find it now.
No, you're not being an asshole.
I mean,
This
you
is the
can
best
literally
clip
go
of
to
the
his
show.
account and just click message.
Oh, am I fucking stupid? Yeah.
I can't wait.
No, this is amazing. This is what we needed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he just said yo.
Oh, strike out.
If you're just throwing a yo, does that mean you're just like rifling off 7,000 yos?
It's
No,
gotta
you know
be,
what I
right?
think
Like,
it
just, like,
is? I think it
spam
is.
messaging.
I'll give him credit. I think that to DM me, I feel like he'd probably be like, I got to just test the waters. Like, I don't know if this girl's going to blow me up like on a podcast one day or
Yeah,
like, I
true.
get it. I think like it's weird with my brand because I feel like people think a bunch of dudes slide into my DMs, but I think a lot of guys know like this girl the next day is going onto her podcast and be like, hello, so I got a DM from blah, blah, blah. So you have to be careful, I think, with
Right.
me. But obviously I give him credit for sliding in. Griffin, way to go. How old is he?
22.
Yeah, you know what? Great looking dude, but too young.
We're giving him
All right,
credit for getting shut. All right, well, we're going to rank him. So
Okay,
keep that in mind,
okay.
the guy who
Yep.
slid in. So Griffin,
And he's the oldest one in Sway, so
all right,
just
Noah
letting you know
Beck.
that.
And I know they're young. It doesn't matter that they're young.
No,
Who
I know.
fucking
I'm
cares
trying
if
to,
they're young?
yeah.
So this is two. They look alike, but this is two.
Okay. Am I supposed to say something about him?
Well, you were ranking them. So who's one, who's two out of these two?
Is it so rude to say, like, I think that they're just overdoing the lifting? Like, they're just...
Oh, like they're too big, you mean?
They're just trying too hard. Like, this is my thought. If a guy has that much on his body, I'm like, you don't really make money and you don't have a job. Like, you have
But
too
what
much
if they
time to work
actually-
out.
What if they actually make money? And by the way, it's like Zoolander over there, Alex. I lived there and I was fucking lifting. I'm like, what do you guys do? It's like we wake up, we lift, and then we eat protein. I'm like, no, really, what do you do? They're like, no, that's really what we do.
No, that's definitely on our schedule 100%. Wake up, workout, protein shakes, and then TikTok filming and the other content.
Okay,
fake life.
I think, no.
Okay, so this. X that guy. That's
damn.
tough for Blake. He
I'm
just got
sorry,
X'd.
Blake.
He
Yeah,
just got
jeez.
fucking
And you
denied.
know what's
No,
funny
no,
is his girlfriend
You know what? Can I
loves
give
you,
him?
Alex.
Can I give him?
His girlfriend loves you too.
I know. I've messaged with her before to give her advice. I think that
You're playing so coy with this TikTok. You're like, I don't know what TikTok. I don't know Sway. It's like, oh, that guy slid in my DMs.
No, Dave. This is the thing.
Yeah, out of nowhere, she knows everyone.
This is the thing. I couldn't say what his name is, but I've seen this kid because I've given his girlfriend advice. This kid, if I could give you any advice, go back to your black hair. The blonde thing on this, and this is the thing. I think a lot of dudes, sometimes when they go to like bleach blonde, like Justin Bieber and shit, can look so fucking hot. For some reason, and this is no shade to him because he's a good looking kid, the blonde is not fucking working for him and he has to go back to black immediately.
What?
Wow.
How
Okay.
did his girlfriend get your attention?
So she DM'd me and like she said call her daddy fan, and then she was just asking for like advice, male advice, and then I read
Like, how do I use this kid for clout?
no.
Like, look at him. He looks like a dork with his blonde hair, but he's like famous. So what do I do?
No. She and he were dating. Like she seems like an amazing girl, and she's a Daddy Gang fan, and she was just asking me for advice. I answer a lot of my DMs for the Daddy Gang if they ask me for advice, and I
Right.
gave her advice.
Okay, so he's in third. I still don't know who's first or second, but Jaden Hustler. Josh likes his kid.
Hey, this is my best friend. This is my best friend in the whole world.
I
Literal number-
actually don't think like I would love to hear what is this weird to say? I would love to hear what like his voice sounds like.
Yeah, he's a rock star. He actually does like rock music.
Oh, Is this kid
Right.
on Travis Barker's?
Yep.
Okay, I follow Travis Barker.
Yeah.
Look at Dave.
See,
Well, it's
Dave,
like,
she really knows
I
every
actually
single person.
I have no idea who this is, and you do. And I'm surprised when Josh's like his best friend. I don't think I met him.
No, he wasn't at the Vestone.
Got
He
it.
wasn't at the other Sway house.
he's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, he's not bad.
What is your type?
I think it's Harry. No?
No.
Harry Josie?
Big blonde dudes.
Okay,
All right.
no. No.
God damn. That's
I got
wow.
now.
That's
I
an
like
ego
Bryce.
check for Bryce.
Please,
Bryce has
and I
been
feel
on
bad.
the
I'm not
show.
being an asshole. I'm just saying, like, no.
Right. So he's 4. Well, you said no. You know the other guy. So Bryce dates like the most famous girl or one of the most famous
Yeah.
girl. What's her name? Ray.
Addison. Ray.
Yeah, they were just making out. You know Addison Ray, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he dates her. He must have something going for him. Maybe it's that because I actually, to his face at the Sway house, was like, "You're not as good looking as the other guys, but he's got something going for him. Girls like him, I guess. I mean, does he does really
He's
well,
confident,
right,
you know? He's like
Yeah.
a confident guy. So I think he's like the typical jock in a high school movie that's like the captain of a football team. That's like Bryce Hall.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I don't see. I mean, I'm sure he's a great guy. I just don't really.
He's not a great guy. He just beat somebody up at an LA restaurant because they told him there was no more vaping. And next thing you know, there's videos of him like putting somebody in a fucking full Nelson at a restaurant.
Oh. Okay. Well, that's fucked up. I mean, I don't want to get in TikTok drama, but like, yeah, no, definitely not my cup of tea.
Right.
It's
Okay.
almost like he resembles like Sid, the kid from Ice Age.
That's me. by the
Oh
way.
my God,
Some of
this
those
guy
pictures are
is
pretty
so
old.
hot. Holy shit.
I don't want to say anything, but that top right has Huddy vibes.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that. I knew that was coming out of your
It
mouth.
does.
I was waiting for that shit. I
Josh,
was waiting for it.
Josh, you have
All right,
a very
last one coming up next.
Josh has a very attractive face.
Last one. What do you think of this guy?
Let's go. Okay.
Why,
I just want to let
Dave,
everyone watching.
why did you
I
bring
just
me
wanna
onto
let
this
everyone watching
podcast?
know Dave did this
Because-
shit. I didn't even know this was happening. I had no idea this was happening. Everyone's
do we
gonna
think of this guy?
I'm the one that's obsessed. Just letting you guys know.
This is so fucked. Why did I come on this show?
Well, this is great. People
Duh.
are gonna eat it up. You're
Okay,
getting honest
this
opinion.
kid, I've seen him dance. He makes me uncomfortable. The other kid, Bryce Hall, looks like Sid, the kid from Ice Age. The other kid that's in Travis Barker's Instagram I could see being like kind of a guy that's like maybe like silently kind of hot in a weird way. Go back to the next one. This kid needs to get it together. Get the fuck out of that bleach stage. You really need to just cut it the fuck out. And then Noah Beck, I just can't because of the information I'm hearing about him and his girlfriend.
No, you have information on Blake Gray.
No, and this Noah kid.
You have what?
Well, I just don't like when people fake relationships for the internet. That pisses me the fuck off. I think that. Hold on. Okay, no, I don't think Jaden.
Noah's not faking a relationship.
Let's
though.
put Josh first.
Well, just because he's on the show.
Yeah.
Let's go. I don't even care if it's because I'm on the show. Let's go.
So is that your rankings right there?
I guess we could. I guess I hate this.
Well, I mean, it's important.
Is it important?
It is important.
Is it important?
No,
Well,
it's
it's probably
super-
going to be the
no,
clip.
yeah.
Like Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy ranks the Sway House.
Ranks the Sway Boys.
Oh, fuck.
This is going to be
Okay.
probably the biggest clip. Yeah, it's super important actually.
Okay, fuck. Maybe move Griffin before this Jaden kid.
So now, you know what's going to happen? He's going to slide back into DMs with a double yo.
Now Griff's going to hit him with a double, like a yo-yo. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has
It's gonna
nice.
be
He
the
has
two.
nice eyes. Yeah, that looks about right. Cheers.
There it is. Sway Boy, Sway House ranked by Alex Cooper. That's something. Credit to my brain for coming up with that one. I knew that would be
Great,
good.
great idea. I like
All
the
right.
bonus.
What about, and this could be, yeah, the bonus. Bonus is a nice touch.
God.
So, you're kind of now an LA girl, right, Alex?
No. Don't cry.
But
David, are you crying?
You're an LA girl.
No.
You're going to live in LA.
No.
You're not going to live in LA?
I'm going there for a little bit, but like I'm always going to be in New York.
So what's your take on the biggest difference between doing what you're doing, being social media, however you want to describe it, influencer, podcast, or whatever it may be, from New York versus LA?
Well, I think that starting Call Her Daddy, it was brilliant to do it in New York because everyone has a podcast in LA. So there was a lot of allure about like, who are these girls in New York? Like, what is going on in New York? Even though we looked like LA girls, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Now, obviously, that Call Her Daddy has been established. I think that going into quarantine and having winter coming up in New York City, even for your bank account, Dave, it'll be advantageous. Like, there's more opportunities in LA for me to be like, hey, do you want to come on my show next week? There's no one in New York for me right now to have on the show that would be new content. And so I think, thinking of the show, I'm the only one that's like, I'm producing the show by myself. I'm trying to think of how to have guests on, and LA makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's an interesting world. I said that when I did that when I met Josh, I did like the Logan show.
Yeah.
And met with the Nelk boys and all this shit. It's just very different. I've always said you don't realize it, but Barstool, it's like almost if you're Game of Thrones, like you have all these different castles and kingdoms in LA, and then you come to New York and it's just like Barstool. There
Dave,
isn't much else.
Straight up, when I was at Tana's house, it's so crazy. And I mean, Josh, it sounds like you moved out, but I was saying like, no matter me moving to LA, and there's no shade on people that move to LA, like I'm seeing the people that live in these huge houses with so many people. I'm like, are these people ever gonna like have real relationships and get married and like do anything other? It's
yeah,
like,
that's what I think.
Yeah, and it's kind of terrifying because like seeing everyone doing everything for clickbait. Like when I went to LA, I realized that there are different communities, and I'm not interested in going to, no offense, but the Sway House and the big houses with all these people. Like I'm getting a house by myself with a fucking pool, and I'm going to continue to podcast and do exactly what I do for Call Her Daddy in New York and LA, and then just have people come over and be a guest. Like, I'm not trying to go out there and be like, next TikTok star. Although now I'm convinced I'm going to start
like
TikToking a little bit more. Now I'm going to do it more.
So no podcast house is what I'm hearing. There's not going to be a podcast content.
There's going to be a Call Her Daddy podcast house, and that's going to be just one person
Just
in
have
it.
you.
And it'll be Alex Cooper.
Right.
But what the difference is, and what I learned, everyone in LA, especially TikTok world, the fastest way to claw yourself to the top is by like doing collabs with other people with followings that boost your followings, and that's what it is. So everyone's looking for ways to work with people above them to kind of pull themselves up.
Everyone has transactional relationships. That's why there's so many people that are faking their relationships in LA because it works.
Well, that's why you see so many fake friends. Like all these friendships ends up breaking up too in social media. Like you see they have beef, like the whole thing goes down, there's a fight, whatever. Like that's always because these people are making fake relationships, or they're only working with each other because it's like clout or the views,
right,
or money. It's not like I'm actually your best friend.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about it on my podcast this past week, but I do think that as much as it is a fake world, like it concerns me that the amount of people that are watching TikTok, obviously the algorithm was so fucked because it's geared towards white kids that look good, and it looks like a rich background, and you never fucking see like poor houses in the fucking background or people that are like really of color. And I think that unfortunately people are watching these apps, and younger girls are being like, oh my God, I need to look like this girl and I need to have this body. And it's like fucking people up. I feel bad for the younger generation because they're growing up looking at these girls that look like they have these perfect bodies, and it's like very unrealistic.
Yeah,
it just like fucking sucks.
I don't feel like that's TikTok. That people have made.
No,
Right.
TikTok.
I feel like TikTok adds to it, but I feel like that's just been a
Dude,
thing
when I go
since,
on
like,
TikTok,
movies.
the girls, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Their bodies, their faces, their hair, everything, people look fucking perfect. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, number one, I feel bad for the people on TikTok because I remember I was saying like Madison Beer, and there's like everyone shits on this girl for her body and face tuning her or whatever the fuck. And it's like, I'm sure she's a great girl and people are telling her to go kill herself because she's like fixing her body, and it's like, well, maybe because everyone shits on everyone if you don't have the perfect Kardashian body. So I'm just saying, like, coming from a girl's
Perfect
perspective,
Kardashian body. I mean, that's the fakest body going.
Exactly.
But my only thing is, I don't think that's TikTok. Like, Instagram went through the same thing.
Totally.
Snapchat, even like with the recommended stories, like
no, 100%. What I'm saying is, I think because TikTok is geared towards the younger kids, it's just obviously the biggest platform right now that is influencing kids. And I just think it's crazy. Like, I want younger girls to know, like, you don't need to look like that because a lot of it's fake.
Right. All right. Well, we got a bunch in there. So I'll end it. If any of these TikTok people are listening to it, or the BFF crowd, and you haven't somehow, how old actually, Alex, do you think your crowd is? Like, do you think 15-year-old girls are?
Oh my God!
By the way, people would reverse that on you. Be like, "What's that?"
It's so crazy. I have so many girls in high school that listen to me and are like, "I'm a virgin. Like, help me." And then I have like moms. Like, my demographic is fucking crazy.
Right. So someone who's like girl body shaming could be like, well, they listen to Call Her Daddy, and it's like as fucking graphic sexual shit as you can in like 8th grade. Fucking, people could say that.
Yeah, but that's actual graphic shit. I'm saying no matter what you look like, if no matter what your body, you can still get on a dick, and if you have fucking confidence, he's not going to complain if you have like a little gut or a belly or whatever you think is like not as cute. Like, if you ride the dick the certain way, it doesn't fucking matter. A 2 or a 10, you're fucking going in there, you're getting on it, doing the right moves, like, you're golden.
I mean,
Dave, let me go have sex, please. I need to leave.
A 2 or a 10 on your dick definitely matters, but whatever. We can let you slide like it fucking doesn't matter. But everyone on this podcast knows that matters.
Oh, wow.
No, it doesn't matter. Half the time, the 10 is a starfish, and the 2 is like, I'm going to gag so hard on the, and then you're like, oh my God, I want to invite her back.
No, I was saying I've always heard and like used to live by is like, every like 5-10s, you got to throw 2 a bone. You know what I mean?
You have to throw a 2 a bone, and usually every guy that dates a 10, if he's gonna cheat, he's cheating with he's going lower on the ranking because that girl's gonna slurp the dick 10 times harder than the 10 that can lay there like a starfish because she looks like a 10. Good night, everybody. I need to go have sex. Please let me leave.
All right. Thanks, Alex.
No, Dave, are we good? 42 minutes. Okay,
we're good. Wait,
really?
We're good. I know it's always I'm on the clock with you. This is how it goes. Always we're good. We're ending it anyways. Go have sex with your dude. Do you rat this guy out? Then do you talk about it the next day? Be like, he sucked or he was good?
I wouldn't be here if he wasn't good. I had it before.
No, but is he part of the? Do you use him as content?
Oh, totally. We had a conversation about it, and he was like, "Listen, as long as like you just don't say my name, like, go for it."
Okay. All right. Well, good for this guy. Whoever this dude is, go have
sex. BFF.
Thank you for doing it.
This was so fun.
BFFs.
Hey, glad you had fun.
Thank you, Josh. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
David, I'm drinking tequila. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Go download Call Her Daddy if it hasn't.
Yes, please.
That's the episode. BFF. We got anything else, Josh? We good?
I think we're good. That's the episode, guys.
That's the episode. All right. See ya.
Peace.